First impression of somebody with a disability usually is that they're just not normal, and I do feel bad for them.
When I see someone with a disability, it's hard not to feel for them at first. You can't imagine what they've been through because you most likely, if they're a stranger, you don't know what their life's been, but you have to imagine they had a lot of struggles.
Anytime you see a disabled person, you say everything they can't do. There's some other disabled person doing something that normal people fail to do. I don't know, in terms of society, I mean, society, thousands of years ago, these people wouldn't have even, made it. They would have died, natural selection. So, I mean, is it on society? Because I feel like society as a whole feels like, we have to protect the poor, we have to protect the disabled, we have to protect this and that. We're all worried about who's not getting their fair share, or who's off to a different start. So I think that their disability somehow could be considered society built, but I mean, they do have a disability. I mean, a guy without legs is very limited in what he can do. Even if he can, roll around for a 5K or something, or finish in first, or if he can swim with just 2 arms and no legs, and he still has a disability.
It could be a burden made by society. I mean, it really builds, some people say it builds character, to have adversity to overcome, it really makes you stronger. So maybe we perceive it as them living with a burden, but maybe they don't even notice, or maybe they're so used to it that to them it's just normal, it's everyday life. So maybe to them the disability is people that don't have a disability,
With cerebral palsy spastic diplegia. Whereas mine are always on, always tight. It's continuously spastic. Instead of turning on and turning off, they're always on. So my legs have been continuously tight. I had to relearn how to walk since I was a baby. I started with a walker, moved on to canes with 4 tips, moved on to canes with 1 tip, and then I said, that sucked, and I moved on to one with 3. I've had 8 surgeries, 7 of which were all before the age of 12. Well, I mean, to be completely honest, because I'm a dum-dum, I didn't realize I was different until I was like 7. Because I just thought, oh, okay, I have canes, that's cool. Like, someone else probably does somewhere. So it didn't click that they were making fun of me till I was like in 3rd grade. When that happened, it sucked. I mean, I was an 8-year-old kid. Like, it eventually got to me. But, I didn't have many friends growing up in, like, elementary school, middle school, beginning of high school-ish. I had, like, my small group, but I didn't have, like, a, solid group of friends. But that's when, like, my point of view about everything kind of said, I said, screw it. I'm just going to be myself, and if they don't like it, whatever. If they do, woohoo! Depending on the severity in which they said it. If you mistakenly made a handicap comment in passing and we're having lunch together, I'm not going to flip a shit. If you're being malicious about it, and I can easily tell if you're being sarcastic or malicious, I will come at you. I'll get loud, I'll swing if I have to. I get very defensive about it because I really don't care. It's just I know enough kids that it affects more and more about it. A lot of people, they make it come and they go, oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, really? I don't care. That's a pretty good joke. I've made them all myself. There have been a select few kids who have made that snap comment, and they've learned to regret making that snap comment. I'm not that big of a kid, but when I lose my shit, I lose it. And having the cane helps. I was extremely homesick. And I called her and I was like, Liz, we need to talk. Meet me in the Gazebo of Legends, that really sketchy overhang thing. Yeah. So I met there and I cried my eyes out because I didn't want to be different again. And then she was like, well, you don't have to be, just be yourself. Push came to shove, we went out that night and I kind of slowly started getting out of my rut. The biggest thing that helped me here, I'm a part of a lot of clubs, Q30, QAQ, QFS for a short time, QBSN, I host shows, I do all that stuff, but the most influential thing on me was my time in Greek life. I'm an alumni member of Talk Epsilon at this point, and that's what got me out of my shell. I met a bunch of the Teak guys. That same weekend where I had my nervous and emotional breakdown was the same weekend I started meeting the guys. And the thing that made me smile about them, looking back on it, is I would go out with them, we'd go gallivanting, we'd hang out, we'd get lunch, whatever. They never asked me about my cane until 2nd semester of college. And, when I was pledging or whatever, I asked them, like, why? I mean, it's the first thing you see about me. They go, why? They go, well, you're more than just a cane. And when they said that to me, I was like, this is exactly what I needed. because that was when I had my wrestling team, I felt at home, and when I found them, I felt at home because now I always knew I had people to turn to, and it's something that I cherish too.